Hi everyone, today I just want to talk about one of the big benefits of quitting alcohol. There's so many to talk about, to be honest, and I've spoke about them in different videos, 5 top benefits of not drinking and, 7 best things that will happen to you. But there's a few that just completely change your life, and I think I'm going to make a few videos about them because I know if you've seen my videos from the beginning, I make a lot of videos about kind of speaking about the benefits. But I remember when I first quit drinking in 2017, I was just a typical binge drinker, and I quit for 5 years, ended up thinking I could moderate, drunk for a few more years, and then July 2025 this year, I ended up quitting. And I remember when I first quit, I didn't even watch any YouTube videos, to be honest. I just kind of cold turkeyed it in that sense. And then once I actually got into it, I think I must have just searched for a few videos, and I remember watching Kevin O'Hara. He does the channel V2 Habits, and he's absolutely brilliant, to be honest. He's the kind of GOAT in my eyes. He's just great at the videos, and I remember just watching his benefit videos over and over again, and it was just, I think the reason why I liked them so much is because it was something that you could relate to. He'd went through that stuff, and I was maybe couple of months in, and he would talk about how you feel after 3 months and 6 months and a year. And I remember just being so excited, kind of waiting for myself to reach that stage. And that's why I like making these benefit videos, because they just kind of sell themselves. You don't need to sugarcoat any of them. Who wouldn't want all the benefits of quitting drinking, like better sleep and more energy and more money and being a better person, waking up early, smashing it at work. You'll start investing, you'll start paying off any loans quicker, and it's just a complete dream. And like I say, if you could make like a PowerPoint presentation with to somebody and say, you know what, this is like a sales meeting, this is everything you're going to put behind you, like terrible sleeps and being an idiot and never achieving anything, and this is what you'll achieve instead, like all those things I just mentioned. It's just a no-brainer. And I think for me, one of the biggest benefits, and that just completely changed my life, is having no brain fog. I used to just, when I quit at 2017 for 5 years, and I kind of ended up getting back on it, I thought I could moderate. I was doing, like I thought, 1 or 2 nights, 1 or 2 drinks, and then I would go home, and and then I thought myself I would be like that in the pub, 1 or 2, right, that's me, see you later guys, like one of those people, which I've got loads of friends that do that, fair play to them, and I know I'm not like anti-drink or anything. I've got so many people, family and friends, that just literally buy 2 cans, or they go to the pub, have 1 or 2 and something to eat, and they're like, right, that's me, that's enough, bye, and then they can do that. But I think as a kind of quintessential British binge drinker, I just can't do that. And going back to when I started drinking again, after 2022 onwards, up until now, up until July of this year, the brain fog was just the worst part, one of the worst parts for me. And there's just nothing worse than sitting there knowing you should be doing stuff, knowing that you're capable of it, but you just can't be bothered. It's just that lethargic feeling, and what makes it even worse is you have some days where it's not really there, and you might sign up for a course, you might start reading a book, you might start doing DIY around the house, but then you might just the next day it's there. And normally it would be on a Thursday and Friday it might have started to go. And there's obviously different kind of levels of it, but I think when you're out at the weekends, you're recovering Monday, Tuesday, it's like, oh, I need to get through this day. This day is so long, can't believe how bad I feel. And then Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday as well, you might start feeling better, but then you're out at the weekend and the whole cycle starts again. And it's just a really frustrating thing. And I lost count how many things I started, and courses I joined, and business ideas I had that just never came to fruition because of just the brain fog. And when that lifts, it's just unbelievable, because you need to think, before you're kind of a lot of your thoughts day to day are just day to day thoughts of kind of, oh, I can't believe how tired I am, can't believe I've not done this, you're beating yourself up over everything, can't wait till the day's over, it's going to be the longest day ever tomorrow at work. And that's what you think of, but you're on top of everything when you quit drinking, so you don't have any of your thoughts. And with the brain fog gone, you kind of just, you start thinking just about the future and positive things, and everything just becomes completely positive. It's just quite incredible, to be honest. This time when I quit, I think it was about a month, I remember, I really started thinking about a year ahead. I really started thinking about 5 years ahead. So I started writing a budget. I started thinking how much money I could put in my pension. I started putting money into a stockbroker's account I had. And you're just genuinely thinking about the future and how you can make things better. And it's just, I think that gets rid of loads of the anxiety as well, because when you're capable and you've done loads of stuff in the past, especially in my case, because I was off it for 5 years, and it seems everyone goes through that thing where they kind of relapse and get back into old habits. I knew sitting on the couch there between 2022 up until this year that I was capable of all this stuff. And you're looking back and you're thinking, done no courses, barely saved any money, paying the minimum into my pension, started loads of stuff around the house, haven't even finished it. And it just creates all this anxiety as well. So the brain fog lifting, it just puts you on this path, the strategic thinker, and it puts you on this path to just absolute smash everything. And that lethargic feeling goes. So you're doing the laundry around the house, you're saving your money, you're kind of getting everything done, you're planning for the next day, you're planning for the next month, and it's just brain fog lifting. It's just like maybe it's a bit of an umbrella term that covers loads of the other benefits, but I think that was just the cause of so many issues. And, you know, I'm so glad now that I know I'm doing what I'm capable of, and I think everyone watching this is capable of far more. You know what it was like when you were younger, like really young, and you weren't drinking, where you were just doing loads of stuff, getting it done, you're just genuinely happy. You know, all that comes back when you stop drinking alcohol. And I'll do a few more videos about different benefits, because I want to go more into having kind of no anxiety and more money and more freedom. But you know, that brain fog lifting, and I don't think it does it in the first few days. Maybe it does for some people, but for me, I think it was a month before just something changed. And like I say, I think it's just, you're not worrying about how you'll get through the day. You're not beating yourself up that you ended up going out again. You're not beating yourself up that you've saved no money, or you've not done anything around the house, or you've been lazy again. You know, you're just smashing everything, and it's just such a brilliant feeling having no brain fog. Anyway, hopefully you liked this video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and please check out one of the playlists that'll pop up here as well if you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Take care.